Okay.
Yeah.
I hear
Good.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, so we saw a lot of people struggle to articulate their experience when it comes to interview, and there is a lack of skills, not like the skill, like technical skills. Most of the people are capable of doing the job. However, they lack skills that is needed to land an interview and also shine in an interview because we don't have any professional training for that. So we saw this huge gap in our technical trainings and how to present our work. From that, and also from our experience with helping other people for preparation for job interviews, we decided to launch this company, Elevate Interview, which is a career coaching service. And this is our first webinar for a quick question and answer session. And with that, I would like to welcome all of you. And yeah, Sharima, if you want to add something to your welcome speech.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Fatima, you just keep a little bit look if anybody joining because we have
Yeah, sure.
put this.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. As Fatima said, we are we have been in this journey for a long time. Actually, I have been doing voluntary help with these services for a long time, but recently we decided to move forward and open a company around it. Let me share a little bit about our background. Fatima has a very strong technical background, and I also come from the technical side. But at the same time, last 6 years, I did around 7 career and life coaching services, and which helped me a lot to understand the job market, and from recruiting side, also from coaching side. So I only interviewed for 2 companies and applied for 2 companies, and I got both of those jobs. Those 2 jobs actually taught me like how to prepare in an interview and the whole situation, so that we make sure we get the job. There is no we do not keep anything untouched. So from those experiences, we learned a lot of things, and it's really hard to share within a 1 hour frame. Definitely, we cannot do that. That's why we just kept it simple. We wanted to answer the questions you have and directly just answering your questions. And if you want to know more, we can talk about those things later. So before this is not today's, we are not going to present today so much. We are going to jump into the question answer. But before that, I really want to ask you, all of you, some questions, and please feel free to speak out. If you don't want to speak out, you can write your message in the chat box. So my first question is, what brought you here today? What career challenge or what issue you're facing in your job search or any other career issue? So just mention that in the chat box if possible. Also, feel free to speak out. What is going on? What brought you here today? Or if I specify the question, the question would be, if you're in the job search market right now, what is the most pressing or most challenging issue you're facing right now? Anybody want to speak out? That would be great. We can engage here.
Yeah, feel free to speak. Unmute your mic and then
Speak out. Yeah.
speak out. Yeah.
And
Okay.
if anybody is
I can see
shy to
one
speak out,
hand from
you can.
Jafar.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. And first of all, I joined this meeting from one of the reference, and I currently in Los Angeles, and I just recently passed my doctoral in management on one of the university, and now I have a plan to go in the job market with the OPT and start some career in US. in back to my country, I have almost a 10 to 12 years job experience in global telecommunication. But now it's I know that is in Bangladesh market and the US market is totally different because in my current doctoral program, I came to know that the research and the information, the requirement in US is different from the other Asian countries, unlike other different in Bangladesh and other specific India and other area. But my question is, as my experience is different in the telecommunication and almost the telecommunication and IT background, but in current market scenario, what will be the best for me to search a job? Because as if was like my experience was there in the job market, but in US perspective, I'm a fresher. So, as things how I can manage myself, how I would prepare myself for the job market, and how I prepare my CV and everything so that my experience, the previous experience, and current knowledge can accommodate myself to place myself in the job market in US.
Thank you, Zafar, for your question. Okay, let me start answering one by one. So first question, I mean, as far as I understood your question is you're having some difficulty uh, because US job market is a bit different from the other markets, so you are having little difficulty expressing what you have done before, right? Can you
Yes.
tell me a little more like what difference you are seeing here? You say it's different from the other part of the world, but what difference you are seeing here?
No, that is one thing is different is like in Asian market and other like South Asian market, people are mostly on the experience on these things. They prefer the experience and what I can say that is one kind of reference. But over here, the knowledge is important, and somehow as my background in based in marketing and the global marketing and everything, but over here I can see most of the requirement and requisition with different kind of job portal is mostly in technical and IT based. They prefer the IT background and sometimes the like the technical background they preferred more rather than the as I am the experience in marketing and other international global things. So it's like difficult for me to find a job suitable job for me. Still I'm searching because I just recently complete my program, so still I'm starting to search. So my question is difficult not only in terms of what is the difference, but I want to prepare myself so how I can jump in this US market to good for myself and for my career.
One question. What is your major for the PhD here?
Management.
Management. And are you looking for mainly job in the management sector, or are you also open for the what kind of industries is are you targeting?
My mostly targeting is from telecom, the telecommunication, as my background last 10 years is in telecommunication, but
Mm-hmm.
also along with the business management.
Okay.
Both of the industry I'm targeting.
In your PhD, do you have any experience that focuses on the telecom marketing?
Yes, because my dissertation is based on telecommunication.
Mm-hmm.
My research topic was the 5G and telecommunication and economic impact in the global telecommunication.
Okay.
I research on this. So, this is the area I'm focusing. But from the market, from the friends and few other colleagues, I came to know they mostly on the IT side, and they mainly focuses on like the data collection, data, business analytics, and other business part like the
Mm-hmm.
IT and coding. This kind of they preferred. Might be
Okay.
I'm wrong, but still, as you are experienced in the US market and you have the good experience, that's I want to share the experience how I prepare myself for the future.
I think you have a very strong background of telecommunication since your both of your research and your 10 years of past experience are very aligned. So you have to find a way to reflect that your strong suit in your resume, in your LinkedIn profile, and find the job match. So we can help here, but we have to discuss more in detail. Look at your resumes and then um, mm, find a way like how to highlight your key skills. um, there might be, if you are open to other kind of job market, you can do that in your resume as well. Like you can make resumes targeting like stretching your uh, target job market. Also you can make another type of resume really focused on the telecommunication, right? So you can try parallelly. Like I know that for our international student like us, we have an urgency to get a job as soon as possible. So maybe the first job might not be fully aligned. It can happen, right? So if that's an issue, then yeah, we have to, sometimes we have to open up a little bit. But yeah, we can definitely help. Um,
Let me, I mean, I'm going to answer your question in detail. I think maybe your specific situation, we have to look at your resume and other things, but I would answer it in a general way. But before that, I want to ask all of you a little more thing. So my question, when I asked you, what are you facing right now? I know some of you are not in the job market yet or just started. But if anybody already started the job market, already started the job search and doing it for a while and having difficulty, my question is for you: what are you having the most difficulty with? Having an interview or presenting in an interview? That is just a quick reply I want to see here. Then I'm going to answer Zafar's question.
For me, landing on the job, so I got more than 20 interview, but I haven't landed on a job yet. And I have been in the job market for almost 1 year.
Thank you. So that means for you, landing an interview was easier, but landing the job was difficult, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Any other people, like any other experience such? Okay. So let's start with Zafar, with you. Am I pronouncing your name correct? Just let me quickly see.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Thank you. So my answer for you is your particular situation would be very customized. Is like, first thing, let me give you an overall idea so that you will understand, I think, better. Let me share my screen quickly. Host, you have to accept it. Let me bring my. Is it? Or you can. Great. This one. Sure. So let me show you something here. Yeah. Can you see my screen here? Everyone?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is how I divide the whole process. So for me, the full cycle job search comes to two things: landing an interview and interview to offer letter or preparation for the interview. So landing an interview, the first thing we do is strategy and job alignment. And I think this is the part you have to first work on. Like what you have to very specifically target an industry, which industry you're want to go, because every industry has job. Not only IT industry has job, every industry has their own job. So you have to figure out which industry you're gonna going into, which roles you're gonna look into, which locations you're gonna prefer. So once you have that strategy, proper strategy, then we have to revise. You have to revise your resume in such that way. Then you have to update your LinkedIn in that way. Then you can do LinkedIn marketing, LinkedIn outreach. That means targeted networking. Then and at the same time selectively apply. So these are the steps I find the most important ones for the landing an interview. But at the same time, what I wanted to share is this one. Most people think, or mostly, even I also thought always that this is the part, landing an interview has like this is consist of this only these components. But later I realized this preparation for interview is also a part of landing an interview. Let me explain that again. We think we are going to prepare for interview once we get the interview. But what I found is preparing for interview is very much important in the phase when we are trying to land an interview as well. Because think about it, whenever we get an interview, we do not, I mean, we generally get 3 to 7 days at most, or sometimes 1 day. So if we are not prepared in the meantime, then it's really difficult for us to get any, land an interview at that point. So this is a kind of answering Bilkis Mitu's question. So we have to work on both sides, and I wanted to show you both of them, both and all of you, like check all of these steps and see which one you are not doing currently. If you're having difficulty with landing an interview, or if you're having getting an interview, landing a job, check all these steps and see which part I'm not doing currently. I'm not saying that if you do all of this, you're going to get a job for sure, but these are the best practices which we learned. I'm going to list down all of the best practices in each of these steps. Zafar, am I answering your question properly? Because I can go through each of these steps, and then you might get a clear idea what these steps means.
Yeah, I'm listening, and if I have any question, I will definitely raise a hand, Maya.
Okay. Let me quickly also go through the chat, because some people asked some questions. Fatima, can you remind me the chat box?
The question. Let me read out the question. Monica asked, in your experience, is it more effective to apply directly through job postings or to first connect with someone inside the company and seek a referral?
Thank you.
How
That's a very
important
good
is
question.
networking in the hiring process?
Okay, thank you. That's a very good question. We are going to answer that here. When I'm going through, I'm going to try to answer your question as well. Any other question? Let me take all this. Yes.
There is a second one from Raufur Rahman Khan. I'm on the job market right now, targeting semiconductor industries and process engineer roles. I am looking to schedule my PhD defense in electrical engineering soon. I have been on the search for a while, despite applying to hundreds of jobs only got a few interview calls, and I am yet to receive an offer. So I am here for anything helpful for my search. I would say getting interview has been more difficult for me.
Okay, thank you. I think for me also, I think for everyone, getting an interview is very difficult. Also, once we get an interview, landing the job is also very crucial. But let me go through each step one by one and see if anything you are missing here that you can do, or we can help with that. So first thing is job search alignment. So most people, including myself, jump onto resume revise before we do this alignment session, and that is actually sometimes keeps us away from getting the result. For example, I was looking for job maybe in the whole US, but my heart doesn't want to go to certain places. It wants to go. I'm looking into going to maybe Oregon or Texas or something. I really want to go, but or for example, in my situation, I want to stay in Hillsboro or Oregon, but I'm still looking at everywhere because I think that would be a good strategy. But whenever I'm getting a job somewhere, maybe at Utah or something, I'm not that eager or not very passionate to apply there, not very serious to take that whole interview process seriously. So it's really important for my alignment also to be clear that what I want, where I want to go, which industry I want to work in, which job roles are suitable for me, and also which location I want to go. So I just talked about location. At the same time, we have to think about semiconductor industry or maybe a medical device industry, um, or manufacturing industry. You have to pick an industry. That's important, not only for yourself, also like for LinkedIn also. LinkedIn also check like which industry you're working. So that's why picking an industry is the first step in any job search. So how do we pick an industry? That is again, it would be a long discussion. I don't want to go into that right now. But first thing is picking an industry first, and as Fatima mentioned for Zafar, that you can align your resume and your profile and switch and pivot to something. But the best strategy is to, right now in a tough job market, is to keep to your niche or keep to your strength. The experiences you have the most, keep that one in the forefront and look for that industry. For example, I worked at Intel for 3 years. After coming out of Intel, I can definitely work at maybe Amazon or any other company, which is a different company, a different industry. But it would take me a lot to justify my switch. Like I have to justify that, yes, I have also worked in these areas, and this is why I want to make this switch. But it's much more easier for me to get a job in the semiconductor space, in the exactly process engineering position, and exactly in the dry etch space where I worked on. So this is the most easiest one which I get. For grad students, this is a little bit different. But I'm just saying, for industry professionals, definitely my current role decides actually my next role generally. So this is how we select the industry, and location is always different preference. And say generally we do not have any preference. We are okay to go to anywhere in USA, but still pick some locations. So our searches are not like widely varying. So we can have some ideas. Maybe the Bay Areas, East Coast and West Coast. Those two areas have more jobs. So let's look into those areas. So this is how you do your first alignment and strategy. Make some strategies around it. Second thing is resume revise. So in resume revise, once you have picked your industry, your role, like how you are going to present yourself. Am I going to present myself as a material scientist? Am I going to present myself as a process engineer? Am I going to present myself as a chemist? So first alignment, strategy and alignment part is done. Once that's done, then it's easier for us to revise the resume according to the story you already thought about yourself. So in that resume, generally what we help with is we give you 3 different kind of structure. I used 3 of them, 3 of the resume structure we have right now with us. So 3 of them are very good structures. I got one from Cheeky Scientist, another from another coaching with Nader Maule, and another is a very popular right now, modern clean resume. So first, pick a structure, which structure you're going to use for the resume, and start putting your information in that structure. At the same time, remember, there are a couple of things we need to actually look into the resume. First thing is, are you presenting your value properly, or are you listing your outcome rather than what you have done? Most of the people, including myself, start writing about I have developed this, I have investigated this, I have this. But industry are not interested to know what you have done. They are interested to know what you have accomplished, what results you have got. Mostly for industry people, it could be like, I have reduced this scrap for this much percentage. I have reduced the downtime this much percentage. I have reduced or increased something by this much. Always a number, and
Yeah, some sort of quantification of your
quantification.
results. That's
Same thing
very
for grad
important.
school. Grad school, there could be the quantifications. Fried results could be publications. It could be presentations. It could be patents. It could be research proposal accepted. Those things, a lot of things we can use there as well. But remember, the result itself is not that important. More important is that you know how to present your story in terms of results. That's more important for someone who is looking at your resume. So there are many more things in the resumes part we do, but most important is pick a structure and tell your story in terms of results. These two. And also only make a master resume first. Master resume can be long, it's fine. But whenever you are customizing your resume for a position, rather than applying to a lot of jobs and without any modification or customization, it's always definitely better to selective apply and customize your resume according to that job role. Especially remove all the irrelevant things that is not relevant to. For example, maybe I have done something in my grad school which is absolutely not relevant here. So maybe I should not mention that. Maybe in master's I did something which is not relevant. Definitely, I would just remove that whole section. So only because when a hiring manager looks at your resume, they see how much things are relevant. So if they find lots of maybe you have all the skills they required, but at the same time you have listed a lot more skills which are not relevant. So to them, the resume would look like, okay, their resume has only 30% match. But if you had removed those sections, maybe they could see that most of this resume is a match. So there are different ways of doing that. We're gonna discuss about that.
Yeah, most recruiter, I would say, like spend 10 to 12 seconds for the first scan for a
Yes.
resume, right?
Yes,
So your
yes.
key skills have to be highlighted, or like it has to be in the resume that it catches the eye of the initial screener. It's
They
yeah,
only
they're
spend like 10 to 20 seconds, and
yeah,
there are lots of research which parts they look into. It looks like an English F, a capital letter F, which parts they look into. So we will go through those things if we discuss about resume later. But right now, just it's important to know resume should be customized, and even if it's not customized, the main resume, it should be already written in a way that is very relevant to most of the jobs you're looking into. Third thing is LinkedIn update. LinkedIn update is very crucial, especially who are in the job market. It's crucial for many reasons. First is if someone has your resume and they look into your LinkedIn profile, and they don't see it properly updated. They might have like when they compare with other profiles who have their LinkedIn profiles updated, polished. Yeah, so you can understand how they are gonna judge it. Another reason LinkedIn needs to be updated. For example, I'm looking for a process engineer position, and I clearly stated I'm a process engineer. I'm open to work in the process engineer field. There are lots of things we can update in LinkedIn. So once I update, a recruiter can find me, a hiring manager can find me through LinkedIn. But if I don't update properly, they will never find me. Where do recruiters search people? They search mostly in LinkedIn, and they do not search with a resume. They search with keywords in the LinkedIn. So if a recruiter search for a process engineer, but you haven't updated your LinkedIn for a while, they won't find you when they're searching for you. So that's why a LinkedIn update is a very important thing. And we generally teach to update from top to bottom, from profile picture to cover photo to headline to about section, experience section, education. And we have a very quick system to update that. It doesn't take a while. It's very quick system, maybe at most 2-3 hours or 4 hours, not more than that. But we get it done very quickly. But a simple update is enough. Then comes LinkedIn. Let me talk about LinkedIn outreach before LinkedIn marketing. LinkedIn outreach is kind of targeted networking. We try to target the hiring managers, not recruiters, directly the hiring managers or the people above them, and try to send them targeted message for not one message, second message, third message, at least 3 follow-ups. Because most of the people won't reply to you in your first message. And if you're just stopping connecting after first message, most of the times we are not going to get any reply. Follow-ups increases our chances a lot. And we have a message templates which we can use to which we can use with anybody. We just need to give their details, maybe just their name and what they do, and those templates will show up. You can definitely handwrite everything every time, but to save your time, I actually got some strategies from one of my coaches, how to use AI to do this quickly. All of this are actually, we are going to use the help of AI, that means ChatGPT, for quick things. But if anybody doesn't want those, like want to do it quick, they want to take time, definitely there are options, and you can take your time and do the same thing. So now this is a good time to answer Monica's question. Monica asked us, like, is it right to, I mean, which one is better, to apply directly or should we apply through networking? Networking. So let me answer your question about networking first, how important that is. So this is I learned from Tiki Scientist, but this is true. Network, if your whole job search process takes 100% of your time, networking should take more than 42%. And resume revise should take less than 10%. So 40% should be networking, 30% should be strategy, 20% should be interview preparation, and 10% is resume revise. And that is the order I always, I think that works. And networking is so important. Networking, let me say, this is two types of networking I can think of. First is your original network, the people you have actually are friends with, are colleagues with, or those people know you for a long time. And definitely first go and tap into those network sessions, because they have a very good idea about you, and they are gonna really vouch for you. They're gonna really go a little bit above and beyond for you. So try to tap those networks, definitely. At the same time, we have to network through LinkedIn and emails and other means as well to get a referral. That's Monica's the other question Monica
Yeah,
had.
the internal referral, like through the
Internal
company's internal referring system.
So to give you a number, internal referral, all the jobs that all the interviews are we get, 40% of those comes from internal referral. 40%. So that means you can understand how important it is. Whenever you use an internal reference, that apply definitely. Cuts through lots of ATS system and goes directly to the hiring manager or recruiter, whoever watching it. But at the same time, I won't ever discourage direct apply. I don't discourage this, because I always I also saw people getting job from direct apply, but definitely we have to limit the time we are using there. If all of your time you are only using for direct apply, hundreds of applying, 50 jobs every day or 10 jobs every day, whatever, without thinking, having a proper strategy, proper targeting, that is a wrong strategy. But 80% of your job search should be targeted strategy, like you're going to get referral, then apply. But sometimes if you saw something just quickly came, you can directly apply. Sometimes within 24 hours you apply, that also gets some good traction. So I would say like 20% of your time can do those direct apply things, quick apply things, but 80% of your time should be divided into the targeted networking and targeted applying. This is how I see it. So in targeted applying, how this works, it has, again, other than our regular networking, when we are trying to network with other people on LinkedIn, like hiring managers or other people, there are also I also found two ways, and both works. One of them is you are not direct. You are just trying to add value and trying to connect with them. Just saying, hi, this is something I'm in semiconductor space. I work in Diet, and I saw that you are a leader in your field. So let's connect. You are not directly saying to refer you or anything. You're just trying to engage with your your like people in your field. It is very helpful if you do not have you do not have a deadline to find a job. It really works well because you have the time, you can do this, and that's how you build actually network. This is the proper way of networking. You just don't generally we don't just ping someone and say give me a job. We build a relationship before that, and this is how we build a relationship for a long time. We know, we post in LinkedIn, we communicate, comment with others, and thoughtful comments, not just give me a job or please check my resume, not those kind of comments. So this is how we build a network, and once something comes up in their radar, they will reach you out. That's the idea. But that can happen anytime. So for an urgent job need, this might not work that much, but still it works. Still it works. I'm not gonna say it's not work, but sometimes you have urgency, you want to be direct, that's also okay. But this kind of networking is also important, and very, very important. The reason it's so important is the job application. It's also related to Monica's question. The job applications we see 20%. Sorry, all the job applications or what job posts we see, this makes up of the 20% of the total jobs in the what's available. That means 80% jobs are in the hidden market. I'm not sure if you know about this, but this is a very, very common fact. You can check in Google or you can check in any AI. 80% of the job is not posted in the job boards. Those goes through referrals, through internal networking, those things. That's why networking is so huge. If you, for example, Fatima networked with me today with she told me that she works in Dry Age and something she wanted to connect. That's it. I got this message. I forget about her. But maybe a few days later, a job opens up in my company, and I just remember, oh, someone from Dry Age contacted me. Let me see if she's available. This is how it works. So that's why it's really important to everyday outreach. Every day do this outreach, at least maybe 3 to 10%, I would say, every day. So this is really important, and this is one way of communicating, indirect way. And another direct way is okay. I forgot one thing. In the job alignment part, I told you to choose an industry, choose a role, choose a location. At the same time, you have to choose 10 companies, 10 target companies which you want to work in. So in those 10 companies, we can directly network. We can like their post, we can follow that company page, and directly see if any hiring posting comes for that company, directly go to that person and say, yeah, I saw you have posted something about it, about this job. I'm interested about this. Can I share don't share your resume right away. Just say, can I share my resume? Ask for permission. That makes it a little lighter. So once they say, yeah, you can share your resume, then share your resume, and do not think more about applying, because I applied for 2 jobs. I actually not applied. I went for 2 jobs in my life. I got both jobs, and both of them I applied to that job after I got the job. It's not the other way around. They sometimes make the job posting after they take you. So don't think about those things. Try to directly network. That is the at least spend your 80% time in that that way of applying, so that you increase your chances rather than just applying. You will be just one of the 250 people among if you do that way. So these are the LinkedIn outreach. Also, LinkedIn marketing is posting, which I'm saying, like at least posting once a week. That is the bare minimum, I would say. But generally people do three times posting a week. That there's a algorithm in LinkedIn that makes your profile visible to others once you do this kind of things. If you post 3 times a day, comment at least 3 to 10 comments to people every day, this kind of things, at least for a month. If you do that, your profile is more visible to people compared to your colleagues. So I'm not saying we have to do it if you do not want to like it, do not like doing it, but definitely all of these steps increases your chances a little bit, and combining all of the best practices, you're just increasing your chances. That's it. So that's it. And yeah, then final thing is selective apply. Rather than I mean, you can do a bunch of apply. I mean, there's no harm in it. If you have time every day, okay, I'm just gonna apply for 5 positions every day, do that. But remember, that is 20% of your time, not 80%. The other 80% should be customized resume for a target position, target company. You're gonna do more customized and personalized approach there. So these are some of the parts for landing an interview. At the same time, start preparing for interview.
I
While
think this
you
aligns with Rafur Rahman's questions.
yes.
He said that he got a few interview calls, but still yet to land an offer.
Did I miss any questions, Fatima? I mean, after Monica, there
I
was a
think the
question.
second question after Monica's question about networking, there was a question from Rafur says he is a PhD. He has scheduled his PhD defense and he has been on search for a while. So he got a few interview calls, but he's yet to land a job offer. So there comes the preparation for the interview part, right?
So you
Uh,
can see that our company name is Elevate Interview. Although we teach people the full cycle job search, but still we know the importance of interview so much, so that we named our company. We highlighted this actually, and this is our specialization as well. So the reason I want to emphasize it so much, because just think about it, like when you apply for a position, you are about one person among 250 to 1,000 person there, like 1,000 applicants. There could be 250 to 1,000 applicants, and you are one of them. But once you got an interview, you are now within 5 to 10%. So you have already come so much now. If you don't nail that interview, you again go back to that 1,000, within that 1,000%. Just think about it. You are just missing an opportunity which was there. So I remember the reason I started even this company is because my first job at Intel. Before that, I didn't apply properly for a long time, and I was also not getting calls because I didn't apply seriously. Then I got this interview, and I had maybe 4 days to prepare. And I thought it took me 1.5 years to get this one interview. If I miss this, I have to wait for 1.5 years again. Could be, or more than that, or I may never get this chance again. So those 4 days, how I prepared, I know I made sure that there is no way I do not get this job. So this is how we approach about interview, me and Fatima both. We think if you get an interview and you do not land the job, that is a huge miss. That cannot be done. If you get an interview, you have to make sure you get that job. Sometimes we get an interview, like, for example, a position we actually don't want to go. That's why, and we don't want to, yeah, it's okay, it's fine. But I'm not saying about those options. Generally, when we do targeted applying, we actually want to go to that company or that position. And once that opportunity arrives, we have to do everything in our power to get that, land that position. And it's actually it's not something rocket science. It's very repeatable steps, very strategic steps you can take. Anybody can take. And even I, if I have, for example, if I have an interview today, I will go through the same exact steps that I'm going to tell you, because it doesn't matter how much I know. I still have to go through those exact same steps to get an interview, land a job. So what are the steps? Let's go through this. So main steps is at least do 3 to 4 mocks. 3 to 4 mock interviews before you go to any interview. I generally do 4 mocks at least. And it's still now, even though I'm an interview coach for 6 years now, but still if I go to an interview today, I do 3 to 4 mocks before that. And that's crucial. I don't only do the mocks, I record my mocks, I listen to my mocks before the next mock. So that each time I'm improving, each time I'm aligning my things. That is when you got an interview. But before that, you have to also prepare your answers. The mock part is like you don't get a long time, like 3 to 4 mocks quickly you have to do in 3 to 4 days. But you have to prepare your answers way before that because you don't have that much time in the. Sometimes we can, and I did actually for the first time. I prepared everything in this 3 or 4 days, but I didn't do anything else. Of 20, like all of my time were invested in this. So this is really difficult. Now I'm a mother. I know it's not possible that way. So that's why I prepare my questions beforehand. And this is we can definitely do before we get an interview and while we are waiting for an interview. So what can we do? First, we have to know a little bit about the nonverbal parts. What are the nonverbal requirements? For example, we have to get a good get appearance when we are doing an interview. So you have to keep a good dress, laptop connection. I'm not gonna go into this part for right now, but there's lots of behavioral things we have to focus on. So today I'm not gonna go into that, but other than that, what we do, company research, which company we are gonna go into. And I try to prepare at least 10 to 20 question answers written before even I get an interview. So for example, what are the questions? I mean, we may think like, oh, he's applying for a software engineer position. His job questions would be much different from what I'm applying for a maybe microbiology position. But I realized doing interviews for a long time that some of the questions are so common. They can be translated around across every field. So let's discuss what are the questions. First question would be introduce yourself. Second question would be what are you doing at your current role or your past role? Third question is tell me a little bit about the problems you solved in your last role, and at least 2 or 3 problem solving example you have to get ready, keep ready. At least 2 or 3 deep problem solving questions. Then what can be the question? Yeah, one of the most common question, have you any experience with conflict? There are a couple of questions related to conflict, different ways they can ask, like have you conflict with your coworker, or have you ever convinced someone even though he was in a higher authority? There are a couple of ways of asking this conflict question. Then stress handling, failure, leadership, and also two most important question, and any company would ask, why are you interested in this company, and why do you think we should hire you? So these are some of the main questions you will face no matter which company you apply to or which field you apply to. So we generally, in the beginning, we start with those questions. We start taking mocks around these questions. Once they are ready, we go deep and deep, more and more technical, more and more behavioral questions. We tried at least 3 to 4 mocks. We need to prepare for us and anybody to get a good preparation on the interview. So if you right now, if you do not can have professional help with the mock, what you can do is you can write down the questions and answers to this question, this common questions, and also then what can you do? Yeah, then you can practice with AI, ChatGPT or other mediums. You can tell AI, oh, this is the role. Use the voice system of AI and say, yeah, please do a role play. You become the hiring manager and I'm the candidate, let's practice this. This way you can do some. But the one thing that would be missing is feedback, which we provide. So I'm not sure how to provide more information on that right now, but we have some programs that where we can guide on each question, like these are the red flags, you cannot say these things, or this is how you structure each answer. Those are different conversations. We cannot go into that much right now. Then after you prepare your question and answers, we have to also prepare a list of questions we are going to ask to the employer. That's also very important. Some of the people even don't know, like sometimes hiring manager asks, do you have any question? And it's a very basic thing. And sometimes people even say, no, I don't have any question. And that is not right at all. You definitely have to have a list of at least 1 or 2 or 3 very relevant and good questions to ask. That's also a part of your interview. It's not only what you're answering, it's also what you're asking. And then there are some after the interview, it's not like you're done. You still have some steps to follow until the offer letter. There are a couple of steps you have to follow until the offer letter. So the whole time you cannot put your guards down. You have to stay aware, conscious, and it's not that you have to do hard work every day, but you have to stay in this process system and check if you are doing each of the things we mentioned here. There could be other best practices as well. These are the things I know. These are the best practices I know. So I'm just saying that. And this is important because just think about it. We did our most of us, we did our grad school here, like a PhD or master's. The subject matter we are expert in today, we have a degree for that. We had professors for us to teach those things, but there is no professional, no formal degree to learn these things. How to get a job? There is no formal degree to learn how to get a job. We get out of this system as a graduate, and we are supposed to figure this whole thing out by ourselves. And most of us actually figured that out, and most of us actually get a job eventually. But the cost is time and energy and lots of money wasted staying unemployed. For example, if someone takes around 6 months or 1 year to get a job, with proper help, with proper understanding, that timeline could be reduced to half of that. And it happened for me. It was for example, preparing within 4 days for an interview with who never had an interview before. So it was an extensive preparation, and I couldn't do it without the help I had that time, the professional helps I had. So this is the way I approach it. But anyhow, the main important thing is to know these parts are not just given. Getting an interview or getting a job, there is no formal courses for that. So you have to seek out and get those information and build your own syllabus and make your own customized plan for that. That's all. That's what I had to say. Please let me know if you have any more questions.
There is a question from a third year PhD student, Shahriar Hussain Shubho. So he is currently doing his PhD in physical chemistry, and he has research on ultrafast electron diffraction and nanoscale energy transport. And he's asking, how should I start preparing myself for jobs or internship? What kind of roles should I look for, and which companies would be a good fit for my background? Yeah, and his BSc name is here from ACC, University of
What is his major again?
He's in physical chemistry, ultrafast electron diffraction, and nanoscale energy transport. I can answer
Yeah, you can
briefly
go
on
ahead.
this one. My background is also on physical chemistry. For a fresh hire, one thing is, if you have a targeted industry in mind, like what you want to do in future, you can select the companies based on your interest, which I did when I was doing my research. I had semiconductor industries in mind, although it was not directly relevant to my research. However, I focused on my transferable skills, and I focused a lot of the times when the industries hire the fresh hires, they want to see like whether this person knows their own research. Not necessarily that person has to understand the industry, because most of the industry personnel, they know that their industry is, most of the work and the structure and organizational structure are highly confidential, right? Outside people doesn't know much about what goes on within the industry. So they want to see if the student knows um, their work. So that is very important. And so that's one thing, like as a fresh hire, you have to know um, your research. You have to be able to tell your research, um, communicate your work to the recruiter or the hiring manager. That is very important. The other thing, you can also keep some companies, as Sharima told, like list 10 companies that you want to work in, and look what kind of job postings there are, like what kind of skills they want. Definitely electron diffraction and nanoscale energy transport is very relevant to a lot of the industry jobs, right? In semiconductor industries or any kind of tech industries, that looks for like either chemistry background or physics background or material science background. So it's very relevant. So you can make your list, and yeah. So you can have an alignment. You can start having an alignment in your mind, like this type of company I want to target, or this kind of job I want. I think for a third year, yeah, that's a pretty good. Um, I appreciate that you coming in and join our webinar. That's the first step. That's the biggest step to make, and definitely, like if you have some, you can start align your vision. That will be a very good start for you now. Want to add anything, Sharima?
Just one thing. I think the same thing happened with me and Fatima. The reason we chose semiconductor industry was not maybe not thinking about semiconductor, rather the peers we have, the people we look up to, where they went, what is their next role. So the lab mates you have or the seniors you have, where are they going? Am I interested in going there? That would be a question, I think, important for you right now. Please go ahead. Right now, I have presented a lot more information to you, so you might have more questions on that. Please go ahead and ask questions. We have kept, although we have exhausted our time, if you want, we can stay a little longer, and we can also provide you a little quick glance of our services, what we have, if you are interested, or you can ask your questions, whatever you want. So no more question?
Yeah, so Monica asking, I want to know about the services, and
Should we include? Let me answer Sakib's question first.
mhm.
Should we include publications in resume for industry job? The answer is yes and no. Actually, both. Where is my screen? Am I there yet? I lost my screen. It's okay. So the answer is I show 3 types of resume writing. One is 2-page resume. In 2-page resume, it's good to have your publications, and there are companies who actually look into that. There are roles, for example, if you're going into research development role, they might be interested in seeing your publication. Even if you don't mention publication in your 1-page resume, you definitely can link your Google Scholar there. So in that way also, they would know that you have scholarly achievements. So generally in 1 page, we do not include, but in 2 pages or more, you can include. Yeah. And okay, Monica, you wanted to see our services. Let me quickly open that so that we can have I'm still sharing my screen, correct? Fatima?
Yes, you are.
Okay, let me quickly go into my email and the interview service page. Okay, here we have our service and pricing. Let me have a quick show down here. So we provide focused support across the full circle job search, from strategy and positioning to resume, LinkedIn presence, networking, interview preparation, and salary negotiation. Well, all of the things we say. So previously, we only had one service, that is the full cycle job search service.
Are you
And
presenting the document, Sharima? It's showing the Loom screen.
oh, I'm really sorry. Okay, I am presenting in a different screen actually.
Yeah.
So you
Now
can have it here.
Mhm.
So previously, we only had this service, the full cycle job search service. I actually helped some people with this. This is the original price is $3,000, but for this session, today's session, and I know people are having need help, and they might not be able to get with the full price. So we have reduced the price to 2,000 for today's session. For if you book within 1 week, we are gonna be able to give you this price. So the full cycle job search, which has 10 sessions plus 3 months support, this is this. So let me go through this first. There would be 10 sessions. Session 1 would be job search strategy and alignment. This would be one-on-one coaching, and most of the things we will do it for you. You don't have to do it. We are going to do it for you. For example, we are going to help you align. We are going to get definitely from some information from you, but we are going to give you the 10 target companies you can target. Then for resume revise, we can show you the resume template you like. Then we can update your information in the one you chose. Third is LinkedIn update. I did it just a couple of days ago for someone, and it's very easy from our side. We change your from profile picture to banner to everything in the LinkedIn, every section in the LinkedIn. You don't this we do from your resume and information. This whole package is do it for you. So most of the things we do, but definitely you also have to do a lot of things. For example, targeted networking. Targeted networking, we are gonna give you some templates which you can use, but you have to send to people every day. Then LinkedIn marketing is we write 12 posts for you for the first month. We give you 12 post drafts. You don't have to use the same draft. You can definitely make it, customize this, tweak it, and make it your own. But from those 12-week posts, you can have the next month post, that would be very easy to do. So this way you start posting on LinkedIn, 3 posts a week if you want to use this strategy. Then session 6 to 9, four sessions on mock interviews. Each mock interview is 1 hour and focused on measurable improvements. And we work on your storytelling, your structuring, your technical question answers, behavioral answers, nonverbal communication, your confidence, are you asking strong questions, each and everything, what you can do. And we start sharing resource, and we also share a lot of resources in this program. For example, I would share my resume with you. I would share my interview preparation questions with you, what I had. So this way you would have very good examples. And session 10 is salary negotiation, or we can say it after the interview. There are some steps after the interview, which we can focus on. So these 10 sessions are 2,000, but I can definitely understand this is not ideal for a lot of candidates especially who are professional. It's not a problem, but sometimes when we are in grad school, it's hard for us sometimes. So we have some other services, that is one-on-one coaching. Any 1 hour session is $200. We actually made it simple. If you want to discuss something for half an hour, we can do it for $100 also. Just trying to make available for people. That's it. You can choose any topic, any job strategy, resume revise, or anything, any topic, and discuss about that for half an hour or 1 hour. This is our 1 hour rate. This is the original price, $300, and every price you see here, that's the discounted price for you. Then we have individual service. These 10 sessions you can see. Any of this 10 session is, if you take one single session, that is $200 for you. If you sign up with, you don't have to take it right away this week, but you can sign up with us with this week. So we would know that you're gonna take it. So, and another package, this is very popular, or this is we started maybe 1 year or more. No, more than 1 year actually. This is something I help with a lot of people. This is easy. Any three services you take from here, that's 500. So for example, very recently I'm working with a client. He took this $500 package with me, and he started with resume revision, LinkedIn update, and targeted networking. And once we did it, even before doing a couple of other things, he started getting interview calls. So once he got interview calls, he started another package. He took another package from me, which is interview mock 1, interview mock 2, and interview mock 3. So this way, rather than taking the whole $2,000 service, you can do it in $1,000. Like you're kind of squishing it, the services. But the reason it's high priced and it's very comprehensive is we for 3 months a coach is in close contact with you here. For example, if you take this one for 3 months, any day, every day, you can text me your questions, specific question. For example, this hiring manager replied to me this. What do I reply? This happened today. This interviewer asked me this. What do I reply? So those kind of things, I'm not going to immediately reply to you. Sometimes I would do, but definitely within 24 hours or definitely less, I would reply to you. Or this is the great thing is you can take it with me, also with Fatima, or both. So any of this one-on-one service, you can choose Fatima for this. You can choose me. Both of us are equally capable of doing this. And also you can take us both. In that case, we will share the profit. So in both way we can do that. At the same time, we have just started for this Q&A session. Before this Q&A session, we just started a new service. That is, we are calling group coaching. We are starting a group in school. We decided to take these 10 classes. The 10 sessions we provide one-on-one. We decided to give this 10 sessions as classes and provide recordings of these classes to you. And you can have access to that school platform, the community platform, for 6 months. So for that means you can get all these videos and community access for 6 months. They will cover all of these things in details. At the same time, every week you're gonna have a call with me or Fatima. Not one call, group calls. But most things are. But in group calls also, we are gonna listen to you one-on-one. No, I mean, we are gonna give you time as much as you need. So these are all our services. Let me, Fatima, please tell me if I missed something. If not, let me know if you have any question.
I think you covered pretty much everything. Yeah.
So let me know if you have any question. I mean, we encourage question because today the platform is for you to ask questions. You might have a lot of questions, and we don't want to suffer you alone. Ask the questions. I mean, get the information whatever you need.
Monica asked how to get the discount.
Oh, it's just you guys, the people who attended this conference, we know. You just sign up within a week. That means by next Sunday, if you reach out to us, we will definitely consider you for the discount.
Jafar asked, can I get the video recording?
This video, or Jafar, can you clarify a little bit?
Yeah, today's session recording.
Today's session, generally, this is also gonna go to our main school videos. It is not gonna be public, but I can share you a copy if you want. That's
okay.
Okay, I think no more question, but if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I'm just gonna give 1 more minute to finish up.
Thank you, Apple, for doing this.
Thank you. So please let me know, like, did you learn anything today? Did you learn anything new today? Please go ahead. We would also like to have some feedbacks here.
Yeah, definitely. So I just graduated. So I'm looking for the jobs right now. I'm very new. So I guess, like for me, the struggle part was like to get in used to with the LinkedIn, the whole process and everything. Um, Without starting, it seemed too much. Like it was really overwhelming, but like sorting out because I do have my resume prepared. I'm not, what I'm trying to say is like, I'm actually not very used to using the LinkedIn. So that's what my struggle is currently right now because I'm looking for jobs. Um, but it seems to me like I have to, like, it would be easier for me. It would become easier for me if I would have more connection or like better setup. Like I was actually very like, yeah, kind of seemed to me
Understood.
like I'm a little bit behind on that part.
So
So
that's
yeah, but
completely normal. Even I didn't know how to use LinkedIn properly maybe a year ago, I think. So a year ago, I did a coaching with Nader Morle. He taught me a lot of things about LinkedIn. And also now I started a consulting on recruiting. So from that, actually, I'm learning a lot more about LinkedIn that I knew before. So it's very, very natural, normal.
thank you again.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending to this session. I know it's not easy to spare some time from your busy schedule. Thank you so much for being here. And we're very glad that we could share whatever we have learned with you a little bit. Thank you. Hope to do work more with each other. Thank you.
Yep,
Bye.
thank you very much. Thank you for attending, everyone. All the best in your job search. Um, Good luck,
Thank
everyone.
you very much.
Okay.
Oh,